So you think that they were able to maybe see him in the DeLand public eye, and that's what...
Absolutely. And Mr. Hunter is a rising star in Volusia County politics. He won his election very handily. The voters love him. They look up to him. And he takes his job as commissioner extremely seriously. So because of that, perhaps that's the reason they targeted him.
What was his relationship with the woman?
Romantic.
Okay. Talk to me a little bit about the courage to come forward, because there are some things that maybe a lot of people wouldn't want out there.
Well, and there's certainly things that if you felt you were a rising star in politics that you might want to cover up something like this. But Mr. Hunter took an oath to uphold the laws of the state of Florida as well as the United States of America, and to represent the constituents of DeLand. And he takes those oaths very seriously. And when he felt a crime had been committed, he brought it to the attention of law enforcement and then just stepped aside and let the experts handle the investigation from there.
What have the last couple months been like for him dealing with this?
He's remained focused on the job he has to do for his constituents. He's let law enforcement handle this, and he has just remained focused on his job representing his constituents. He has not let this matter affect him in any way. He takes his job so seriously.
Do you know how he met the woman?
I don't.
Okay.
There's certain things as lawyers we don't get involved in.
He kind of mentioned to me that, you know, maybe other victims might come forward. Was that part of the reason he wanted to?
Certainly, he, as someone who sees himself as a role model in the community, wants others, be it people who are in politics like he is, or others who might not be in politics, that if they feel that they are being targeted for a crime, that they do come forward, and they see that it's okay to come forward and to report these sort of things, these crimes, if you will, to law enforcement.
And what about these two in particular, though? We're hearing that there may be other victims locally, politics or not.
I'll leave that to Sheriff Chitwood. He's the expert.
What does Commissioner Hunter want people to know as they read about this in the news?
That when you see a crime being committed, concern yourself less with the possible embarrassment or how it may or may not affect you, professionally, but be strong enough to come forward. Much like these brave women who have come forward regarding these instances of sexual harassment by, whether it's, Harvey Weinstein or Matt Lauer, these were brave women who came forward. And this is just another instance, not nearly to the level of these brave women, but certainly another instance where the commissioner is saying, come forward. If you think a crime has been committed, it's okay, come forward.
And you said he's been focused on the job, but emotionally, this has to be tough to go through something like this.
He's a strong man. He's a strong man. He knows that his priority is the citizens of DeLand, and that is the only thing he's focused on at this point. Once he turned this matter over to law enforcement, he stepped away, reported what he needed to report, and it was time to let the experts take over the investigation for him to remain focused on his constituents, the city of DeLand, which he's doing.
Okay, and this is something that is ongoing though, right? So you guys are still probably talking with investigators?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
No. Sheriff Chitwood is an amazing asset to our community, and it was important that we not interfere.
How did your client feel once he heard there was finally an arrest?
Relieved.
Just out of curiosity, why did the commissioner, why did he obtain a lawyer? Why did he obtain you?
Well, I'm just sort of what you call a lawyer that remains there to help the commissioner regarding any legal matter that he may have.
Did he ever feel like he was doing anything wrong and needed a lawyer, or do you think it was just a legal representation?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Mr. Hunter paid this woman, I think, $15,000 for some medical purpose. Do you know what he gave her money for to do?
She had indicated to him that she needed a life-saving medical procedure, and that this amount of money would take care of it. in the goodness of his heart, not for any other reason, but just the fact that he is a generous man, he offered to pay a portion of it.
Do you know how long he knew this woman? How long he knew her? How long they were?
I think, I'm not exactly sure. I want to say around 6 months they were together, but I'm guessing.
And she actually tried to fake her own death to get out of this?
That that is news to me.
Okay, that's what the sheriff's office is telling us.
I would believe everything the Sheriff Chitwood says.